Philippians 2, 1 through 18 is one of the rare instances in Philippians where Paul actually brings up something that he wants to correct amongst the Philippians. That Paul spends most of this epistle thanking them for their faithful support. He is praising them throughout the epistle, calling them his beloved. And yet here we see one of the few problems that they actually had. And this problem is a twofold one. Because the outward problem is disunity, and the inward problem is selfishness and pride amongst the Christians in Philippi. And so Paul seeks to remedy this. And his remedy for it is humility. And he presents the greatest example of humility in all of human history, Jesus, which is whom we should be imitating. So he goes right to the point here. And so he explains that Jesus was in nature God and did not consider that godhood something to be grasped, but instead humbled himself and became a man. That king became a servant. And not only that, but out of humility and obedience, Jesus suffered death on a cross, a criminal's death. The king suffered a criminal's death. And how much of it is a show of just sheer humility? And that's the person we're supposed to be imitating. And so pride and selfishness are things natural to us in this world, natural to humanity now, in our sinful nature. But we must rise above it and embody Christ. So I encourage you to just even embody just a small fraction of this humility that Christ showed. And it will shine like a light to the rest of the world. Because everyone else displays pride and selfishness. Humility is a very rare and uncommon thing amongst men. And when we see it, we envy it. We love it. We say, this is good. Because it is. And so if we as Christians embodied that, if we showed that kind of humility, and if that kind of humility led to a unity amongst the church, how much will that shine amongst men? That not just one man is humble in our church, but if we were all humble, how much would that shine to everyone around?